All right. Well, what's up, guys? Got Dave here, and I'm just riding around looking at the Christmas lights. And I figured I would talk about two things that will make you way safer when you're riding around on your motorcycle. And it doesn't matter if it's daytime, nighttime, whatever, it will make you way safer. And the first thing I've got to say, I'm making it number one because to me it is the absolute number one thing that will keep you the most safe when you're riding around, and that is using your signals. It sounds simple, but nobody does it. And anytime I change lanes or anytime I am going to make a turn, I always use my signal. I make a point of it. You know, always do that, just because it keeps you so much safer. You know, you come up to a turn, put on your signal. Now everybody knows what you're planning on doing. And it's a good way to let cars around you know what your intentions are or what you're planning on doing before you do it. And a lot of times, you know, like I'll be on the freeway and I'll be like, gosh, you know, like nobody's leaving space, like everybody's tailgating. How am I going to change lanes, right? But as soon as I hit my signal, the car behind me will be like, oh, go for it, bro. And when cars use their signal, I'll back off the throttle and I'll be like, go ahead, bro. You know, totally. You know, I appreciate the signal. Yeah, because there's so many times when a car will just get in front of me without signaling that I really appreciate it when they do. So that is number one for me. Always do that. And number two is using your brake light. And so, for example, I feel like it's really safe to have your signal on because when you're at a stop, it's one more thing that a car is going to see when they're coming up behind you. They're going to see that flashing yellow in addition to you having your brake light on. And in addition to that, sometimes if I see a car coming up behind me, I'll tap my back brake. I'll go like that. Tap it with my right foot and let that, you know, flash and light up. And actually, the car coming up behind me, I'll be like, tap, tap a couple of times, and I'll see them be like, whoa, you know, and they'll actually like slow down earlier than they would have. You know, they'll actually like give me more room than they would have just because I did that. And that was the plan. That's the whole reason why I'm doing that. Yeah, I come down to a stop, hit my signal, and I always stop with my right foot on the brake and I put my left foot down. That way my right foot's on the brake. So if I see a car in my mirror coming up, I'll be like tap, 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 hit the brake a few times, you know, just warn them. You know, just kind of, I feel like a flashing light is way easier to see than a solid light. And I think that because of bicycle riders, because a lot of times there'll be a bicycle rider on the side of the road, and if he's got a flashing light, man, I could see that plain as day. Where if it's just like a constant light, your eyes don't really like notice that as much. So that is, to me, that makes me feel the safest. If I'm sitting at a light, if I've got my signal on, you know, because I'm gonna make a turn, or when a car is coming up behind me, if I don't have my signal on, I'll tap that brake a little bit. And I guess you could do it with your right hand. You know, you could be like tick, tick, tick a couple times. You know, it's the same thing. It's doing the same thing. But I just always use my right foot. I don't know why, but just figured I would talk about that. And just, I feel like those are two things that'll really help keep you safe. So, talk to you later. See you in the next video. And you guys have a great day. Have a great night. Peace.